All rise. The Honorable Dr. Mengele is presiding in this episode of LARP Court. Thanks for joining in this morning. We've got a lot to go through. We've got some incredible footage with a lot of international law violations. We've got a Third Amendment violation. So many to go through, and we're going to go through them in this 39 minutes that we're going to watch and, well, listen to here. There are so many laws that have been violated through this, their fake court proceedings. At least we're having LARP court, right? But I think what we need to do is establish some things first before we get going. In my opinion, I truly believe we are dealing with some serious state actor shill influencers and shills and influencers and adversarial forces, especially from outside of the country, that, it makes it prevalent that we could be dealing with state actors here, especially with the censorship happening. You see that little red line right there? Censorship happening, collusion, and conspiracy. Just incredible. I mean, come on. I mean, if you guys don't think there's freaking... If you don't think there's freaking state actors in the midst... Well, before we get on, okay, before we get going too far into it here. I mean, that guy does look like kind of a state actor. But, here's the thing, is when you want to have civil proceedings and you want to try to indict someone, and you're either not a judge or qualified to do that, and especially say that there's a default because court, the defendant was late to court, not even properly notified. But the thing is, if you want to start LARP court late, after you're saying that you better be there by 6 a.m., right? And you start 10 minutes late. No shit. You start 10 minutes late. How many courtrooms can you walk into and 5 minutes late, and then play another 4 minutes worth of music before you get going? Okay, well, how can you put someone into default when you're late yourself to LARP court, and then play 5 minutes late to court, and then you play another 4 minutes worth of music, then get going? Like right here, okay, we're not gonna
Morning, Towel
completely...
Logan. We are currently waiting for Aaron Cox.
Okay, so there you go. We're going to 4 minutes late. Well, that's 4 minutes into the recording after playing music for 4 minutes, and 5 minutes being 5 minutes late to court. All right, we'll come back to that later and how we're going to prove all that. But doesn't that guy just look like a state actor? That had to have been from 10 years ago. There's a cam slip of his new hair, what is it? Men's hair club. Hair for men, something club, something like that. Anyways. Yeah, thank God. I mean, that really does look like a state actor hair club for men hairdo. All right, anyways. Let's get into what we got going here. Gosh, doesn't that guy look like a state actor? Right? I mean, he was kind of acting on the behalf of the state until they canned him. It's like that ped protecting judge up in Fort Collins. Some more state actor type shit where they definitely, will attack. Right? Come on the attack. And then when you attack back or give a comment back, we shouldn't say attack, okay? When you leave a comment back is when you get censored. That to me is doing the bidding of the state. Because doesn't the state do the most censorship, even though they're not supposed to censor, but they do? Cap. Another one here, acting on behalf. Almost blazing scar there. Good work. You got somebody's car towed. That's some state actor type shit. All right. Again, when you want to try to indict me into LARP court, and also part of a bigger conspiracy where there's enough for a class action lawsuit against several people. Shizzle. They're being stalked. Shizzle. Isn't that amazing how that all works? Miss Jen A. Amazing how somebody called me a Timu Forrest Gump. No, there's Jen A. There's your Timu Forrest Gump right there, Jen A. All right, you guys are projecting so hard. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Anyways, what we need to do is, disclaimer, quick disclaimer, okay? This guy right here have evidence of him being a minor attracted person, saying there's evidence. There's witness testimony, okay? Now, disclaimer, okay? Mr. Cox loves women close to my age. There's no convictions. There's no of pedophilia, chomo, anything. So when you guys hear these state actors talking about chomo this and pedo that without substantial evidence, okay, that's slander, libel, defamation of character, and even more. We're going to be going into that, especially theft, admitting to theft, so forth, right? Interesting. But let's go ahead and get into this LARP court here. So we got our disclaimer out of the way of this morning's LARP court proceedings. Disclaimers. Mr. Cox, I'm not a pedo, not a chomo. Even though JT Colfax was peddling disinformation he more than likely gathered from his syndicate network in a conspiracy to say that Mr. Cox is a convicted chomo. No, not true at all. Especially with NTF backing it up in the chat, calling Mr. Cox the C word. Not true at all. So, those disclaimers out of the way. Don't get too upset when these lying state actor shitbags want to slander and defame Mr. Cox's name. Right? I mean, you're using my name in your LARP court, right? Amazing. 10 minutes late for court. 9 minutes late for court. That's a default. Logan,
we are currently waiting for Aaron Cox, a.k.a. Chomez, a.k.a. Cannonball 2, to announce himself during this roll call. If he is unable to, in approximately 10 more minutes, the case will go to default.
Oh, wow.
I was playing a little bit of music, but dumbass turned it.
I thought that you're supposed to be on time for court. That's why there was a default. You weren't there at 6 a.m., Mr. Cox. Well, amazingly enough, I did do my check-in and posted a community post at 5:55 and at 5:58 a.m. Just checking in with LARP Court, letting me know that I'm on standby. And then when the apparent state actor plaintiff, the Garbage Woman, I think his organization is Garbage Women Protecting Predators. That's what they go by. I mean, these guys were 9 minutes late, but issuing a default. So this is very state actor-ish. Man, you know, and Tonic and Sales, man, trying to blow up my page, thinking he's badass. Look what happened to him. You guys are about there too. Oh yeah, more conspiracy and extortion by this lame wad. Looks like another state actor. Issuing fines and charges, holding your archive hostage, trying to take down channels so they can re-upload your videos. claim them as yours. Oh, there's also some espionage we're going to get into with this LARP court going on here.
And what I'm doing now is trying to talk over the advertisements because I don't want to pay these guys.
He's such a
I'd rather pay
doughy.
you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have like tons of money, but then again, I'm not a chomo. I like chomas either.
Wow, what does money have to do with being any type of chomo? Wow. Interestingly enough, this state actor is going to pay people for their what? Let's hear that again. What's this guy going to pay people for?
And talk over the advertisements because I don't want to pay these guys. I'd rather pay you guys. I mean, I don't have like tons of money, but then again, I'm not a chomo. I like chomas either.
Oh wow!
But
wow, I definitely wow, definitely a broke man over here. But anyways, wow, he's going to pay people. I wonder for what for? What does he want to pay his co-conspirators for? I wonder.
I just got about 10 minutes to show up, and it's like these ads. They don't just go slow. They kind of go like if you're on a.
If there was any way to legally backhand a state actor bitch like the garbage woman for shitty audio, I mean, I wish there was a law where I can just walk up to him in public and go, "You got shitty audio," and psh, backhand him, right? And he'll cry like a little bitch. Oh, he touched me. I'm scared. I'm scared. Judge, anyways. Interestingly enough, there again, JT Colfax, he wants to, I've got the screenshot somewhere else in the video somewhere else of Mr. JT Colfax wanting to say that Mr. Cox is a convicted chomo. What is he doing? Actually, what is he actually doing outside of jail? That's what JT Colfax is trying to peddle. Registered on the registry, convicted. That's some conspiratorial, serious. I mean, with NTF in the chat backing it up. Wow, amazing, right?
In a competition in a different country, and you knock the opponent down, and they want the opponent to win. They make that time go real slow. Like that 10 count is like 40 seconds. I remember I've watched that happen on so many different boxing matches. But bro, this product that I'm looking at it's pretty nice. GetEyeCarePro.com. You know what? I'm gonna give them a free advert while I try to get this. And this is a very, very long commercial here. They're like breaking bricks with the shit. As if like after you break bricks with some glasses, you can see it in the dark. You can see people's soul. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
It says you can steal people's credit card information. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are Nonia glasses. Sorry. Those are about to be discontinued too. I got about 19 long ass seconds. Hey, Jilly, morning.
Did he just admit to some type of a crime there? I don't know. I mean,
this is. Thank you for answering the roll call, Jilly. Oh. We are the people of the courts today, and we are supposed to be investigating Aaron Cox, aka Chomez, aka Cannonball 2.
Wait a minute. No. It should be, once it's in LARP court, it should be further than an investigation, especially when there's a requirement to appear, and especially by shitbags like Nick Cook that need to censor heavily. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Right? Asking questions will get you censored, gang stalked, and, Third Amendment violations will happen. We'll go through that a little bit more. Third, fourth, and fifth. Third, fourth, and fifth amendment violations going on here. This is amazing.
In every court, they have your roll call. So if he doesn't appear in the next 8 minutes, which we know he's not going to, anything that you have to say towards him, anything that you feel about him is basically defaulted. It might not mean a lot to you guys, but I can assure you it's going to mean a lot to him. Now, I have corrected my TV issue. Dang it. And I'm going to play you guys some more music. Dang it.
Well, it actually sounds like another conspiratorial accusation, or not accusation, but an action to have. If Mr. Cox has said anything about you, you have the right for your butthurtedness to go into their court's log that's in default, right? Courtroom record that's going into default. Is that what I'm getting? Man, these comments right here, JT Colfax. Let's get over here. These comments. Oh, they're incidentally. Mr. JT Colfax did give DNA. So it's a moot point. Well, okay. Receiving DNA in jail while you're writing your alibi that matches the ransom note left at the Ramsey residence the night of the murder of John Bonet. Okay, you receiving DNA or giving DNA while you're in jail to another prisoner might not really see incidentally. So, All right, let's keep going here. Well, yeah, we as the oversight, we the people, demand to know who received that DNA sample. Well, if it was outside of the jail in a professional capacity there, JT Colfax, we the people would like to know where that, when that DNA sample was given, okay, and to who, what police department. He could have said, incidentally, he gave a DNA sample to the FBI or Boulder PD or, right? That way you can go, you know where to go to get in FOIA that DNA sample, that it was received by a specific department. Isn't that amazing? Oh, Mass 1. Oh, while we're listening to this shill bag here, waiting for him to kind of get started. You see how this failed OnlyFans star, just like NTF. I wonder if NTF also took the 100 hit challenge. But you see how this failed OnlyFans star, see how close her eyes are together right there. Okay, I'm gonna go into something here. Let's make sure we're still going. Yep. See how the eyes are kind of close together right there. It would give that look. It would have that look in criminology of wanting to hit 100 guys in one day. Okay. Same thing right here with Scotty Cuccarati. He probably has hit 100 guys in one day. Probably like JT Colfax in prison, hitting 100 guys in one day. Isn't that amazing? Some of the cases like to reference, if anybody needs that right there, 2020. Felony cyberstalking. Oh, man. Dang. All right, let's keep going our LARP cord over here.
Here we go. Let's turn it down the right way this time. Great morning to you, Sir Jackoff. As usual, I'm having not issues, but I'm still trying to make this StreamYard link work perfectly. Thank you, Jackoff, on my legal team, Sir Jack. Really, really good.
Wow, a legal team with a red coat. An adversarial force that you're conspiring with as a state actor in the U.S., conspiring with the adversarial force and allowing that adversarial force into your home's digital communications. We're going to get into it a little bit more. You're going to love it. I can't remember what case number that was. I think that may have been something with the Urban Disciple and that Canadian. Interestingly enough. anyways, let's part of a legal team, so they have a legal team. That's some state actor shit, right? Whether or not it's true or not, I mean, we're in LARP court, but still trying to summon someone civilly through a court case. You're gonna love this presentation. We're just getting warmed up here. Some
Like
great
Jackoff was
information
one
to
of
go
the
through.
hardest people that I had to secure in this law firm that I represent to go against people like
Oh,
Shiz.
wow, he represents a law firm. Interestingly enough, huh?
People like
Shizzle.
Chomez,
Oh.
aka Aaron Cox,
wow.
aka Cannonball 2. The reason I'm saying that the way that I'm saying it is because he's going to act as if this didn't happen, as if he didn't have the opportunity.
No, I love retorting, especially in LARP court when we've got grounds for a counterclaim. By the way, Mr. Cox charges $1,000 an hour for any counterclaims. I mean, right now we're up at, just 21 minutes in. You do the math on what that would be for $1,000 an hour, right? Anyway, so yeah, it's a pretty interesting case. Wish I could blow it up a little bit better there. Yeah, motion to seal. A snitch's record, I think, right there on the screen. Let's get back to LARP court.
To make a proper date to get wrecked. And just wrecking him every single day with his boyfriend Shizzle is really just, I feel
that would be defamation. I have a girlfriend, not a boyfriend. That'd be slander and defamation of character right there. And saying that you're wrecking people every day would be a frequency of events, a magnitudinal frequency of events with adversarial forces from outside of the country. Wow, isn't that amazing? But the thing is, really, the law bases everything off of, do you really feel harassed? Do you really feel threatened? I mean, Glazin Dean has played that card, and oh my God, they're gonna come to my home, everyone. They're gonna come to my home. I gotta be scared for the judge. I gotta be scared of a video with horses and daggers in it. I gotta be scared. Then there's something that can be done, right? But not being scared, not really feeling harassed. Much rather not look for any court cases so I can clown organizations back like the Garbage Women Protecting Predators organization.
Disadvantageous. I feel as though it's a misappropriation of my company's resources, of this organization.
Oh, wow.
We are supposed to be an organization against predators like him. And guess what? There are so many people that are just like him.
Oh, really? No, I'm kind of a one-off. They broke the mold after myself. Okay. Interesting enough, 18 USC 371, 18 USC 1512, obstruction of a official proceeding. Would that be you being late there, garbage woman? Would that be you being 9 minutes late to LARP court? I mean, I can prove it. We are going to prove it here in a minute. Just saying.
Show that I do. I would love to actually have those two sponsors. What is it? Gasolstranol and the second one. I'm so sorry, Jack. I usually have the information easily accessible and available to me. Those are some amazing sponsors, and I know the second sponsor is going to kick my butt. Man.
Don't forget your product placement, ladies. That's some state actor shit, too.
Because the second one is one of my favorites. But yeah, I came with sponsors. And in these last 5 minutes, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the paperwork that I prosecuted.
Paperwork.
I made sure that the paperwork was given to him in a timely manner. And this episode...
Wow. Paperwork given to the defendant, Mr. Cox, in a timely manner. You guys are going to love the counterclaim. That's all I can say. Paperwork. Wow. I haven't seen any paperwork. Interestingly enough, you need to... See, okay, when you're a shill, like the Garbage Woman Protecting Preds organization, you're going to post stuff on your channel and say you need to come to my channel, or out there, you need to come to my channel to see the charges or whatever the LARP charges are, okay? But you need to officially put on, like, let's say my channel and go, Mr. Cox, you're being indicted in LARP court. You need to go to my page and see the charges of what you're up against. There's court, November 11th, Veterans Day morning, November 11th. Right. Wow, interesting enough, right? You need to appear at 6 a.m. All right. Okay, right. I mean, that'd be official proceeding serving some type of paperwork. I mean, you can really do that in real life, okay, IRL. You can notify someone on a video that's harassing you saying, please take this down, this is harassing me. And that's your cease and desist notification. Right? Wow, right? Oh, these guys are your army. Cyber guerrilla tactics, right?
That you're hearing right here is the continuation.
Oh.
I really felt generous that I would give this one-time continuation. Towel Logan, I said hello to you already. They're nice, buddy. They're nice. Okay, now let's continue with where we were going with the paperwork being delivered. I didn't just deliver it verbally. I delivered it via actual paper services. But that's something that we could have discussed had Chomez.
Wait a minute.
Towel Logan, I said hello to you already. They're nice, buddy. They're nice. Okay, now let's continue with where we were going with the paperwork being delivered. I didn't just deliver it verbally. I delivered it via actual paper services. But
via paper services where there wasn't really anybody served. There's real no notification. Hey, you're needed in LARP court. Never heard anything about that before, unless, well, I mean, it was like the night before I heard something. You need to show up to LARP court. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be there, but I was actually able to attend. Like I said, I checked in 5:55, did a community post, letting the court of public opinion know that I'm around. But when you start late, it's not a good look.
That's something
it's worse than not a good look. It's actually default. When you're saying I'm defaulted, you can't just come into the courtroom, start 5 minutes late, start playing music for 4 minutes and say, oh, Mr. Cox isn't here. No, I was waiting for court to start right at 6 a.m. Gave you 5 minutes. Didn't start. I bounced. I had other stuff to do. Actually, this is our false imprisonment section right there. We're going to be going into it a lot more.
Have discussed had Chomez, a.k.a. Aaron Cox, a.k.a. Cannonball 2, showed up. This is the roll call. And I have called his name, not just once, not just twice. This is going to be the third time that I made this roll call. So these words that I'm giving to you are just something to cushion, because I don't want you guys sitting in a courtroom, because this is what I feel as though this is. This is a courtroom. You know, everything I've done has been legal, as legal as I can possibly do it.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to go too much out of my way for a chomo like Chomez. I'm not going to wait 10 years either. You got to remember, you can't just hold on to...
Wonder for him to have official proceedings, what his, what state he's barred under. What state is his bar card listed under? Isn't this amazing? This is some fun stuff, you guys. I just love having LARP court with state actors that are stating they're some type of an official, right?
Thing to cushion, because I don't want you guys sitting in a courtroom, because this is what I feel as though this is. This is a courtroom. Everything I've done has been legal, as legal as I can possibly do it.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to go too much out of my way for a chomo like Chomez.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to wait 10 years either.
Definitely defamation right there of character. Good thing I'm retired and there's no reputation to destroy. But there is something else in that law of defamation, in your public opinion court, pertains to your public opinion court there, garbage woman, you're going to love the presentation I got for you.
You got to remember, you can't just hold on to information like Chomez has been talking about for 10 years and not be looked at as harboring information that could lead to the eventual incarceration of a really, really bad person.
Well, I think I've put out as much information into the public sphere as possible to raise awareness on certain subjects. Kind of our freedom of speech there, huh? With our opinion, no threats have been given. Wow. So everyone in the chat room that's got a problem with Mr. Cox, he's said something about you as far as a witness goes, or maybe being paid by the Garbage Woman State Actor Services, Garbage Woman State Actor Services and law firm, right? Or claiming he's a law firm. Incredible.
If you're a person that's supposed to stand against, Chomo shit, wouldn't you want to report that immediately? Like what I'm doing here, I'm reporting my findings, and this is
what we did is once I found the findings on JT Colfax, guess what I did? I called Colorado Bureau of Investigations, Media Department, Media Relations, with Rob Blow of prior Channel 31 News, and asked him if he, knew about his buddy JT Colfax and the handwriting analysis lining up. But, see, there's your conspiracy. I don't even know who JT Colfax is, said Rob Blow. But you're on the news with him. You interviewed him. You also used his information with a CSAM suspect to harass CPP Tommy Fellows, Colorado Ped Patrol, to go beyond no trespassing signs onto private property to harass from a state actor position, whether you're the news or Colorado Bureau of Investigations, to harass based upon the information given to you by JT Colfax, which, again, Rob Blow doesn't even know who the guy is. Wow. It would be proven in a court of law that with Rob Blow interviewing on the news JT Colfax, I mean, we've got some serious discrepancies going on here, huh, Garbage Woman? Wow.
Where we investigate these findings, but it seems as though Chomez doesn't want to go that far. He wants to LARP. When I was wrecking him, I talked to my good friend Kelly about that.
I'd much rather LARP and not be butthurt like some of y'all are, okay, than be going through court proceedings. Let's have a information power hour on raising awareness on how to protect yourself from state actors that are colluding and conspiring with adversarial forces outside of the country. Like Jackoff, the red coat. We got some red coats up in here. With Telly, another red coat.
He's not a part of our legal team, but I'd love to have him join us sometime.
Hold on, right there.
LARP. When I was wrecking him, I talked to my good friend Telly about that. He's not a part of our legal team, but I'd love to have him join us sometime.
There's more conspiracy to have adversarial forces that admits they're state actors in the LARP sphere, okay, admitting they're state actors that are conspiring with an American individual or state actor. This guy's claiming he is not a private citizen. He is not claimed that he's a private citizen. He's representing a law firm and has a law firm and actively recruiting in redcoats into his law firm. Amazing, huh?
For a legal discussion, he'd wreck me on that one, though. His legal knowledge is like on a different level. But
wow, amazing. So the Garbage Woman is way more dumb than we thought. Because if you think Telly can argue American law as he's censoring, right, actively censoring Wow. I mean, that's just, dude, these guys are more flippin' dumb than we thought. That's why we've got like 2 handfuls of charges going on here. Just saying.
Like, what is wrecking? It's when
Mm,
you
mm.
hit someone with
Oh, wow.
facts
With
so
facts.
strong that they
Mm.
can't respond by doing anything by it.
What if there haven't been any facts presented or really hard substantiating evidence or facts to your claims? I mean, oh, wait a minute. We're having LARP court. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just rewind a little bit. Let them go. We're having LARP court.
His legal knowledge is like
Mm.
on a different level. But like, what
Yeah,
is
the
wrecking? It's when
dumbassery.
you hit someone with facts so strong that
Mm.
they can't respond by doing anything by it, other than yelling,
Mm.
cursing, over talking. I'm not going to overtalk anybody.
Oh, really?
Thank you for showing up.
He's definitely a liar.
Go for roll call. One of our greatest jury members. We've definitely gotten a lot of people out with a great jury like this. I tell you.
Huh.
Wow, it's already 9:18, and I think I did start. I may have started the show a little bit late because I was trying to get some music for you guys. But I'm going to be the music now in these last 2 minutes because it's not that I didn't know Choma wasn't going to show up, but now I have a 20-minute segment of just the people laughing at him and him unable to do.
Well, wait a minute. What if that was my goal to begin with? To go on social media and do some LARPing so people laugh? I mean, what if, right? Oh, man, jeez. Oh, jeez. Am I accomplishing my goals?
Going to show up, but now I have a 20-minute segment of just the people laughing at him and him unable to do anything.
Well,
I'm sure he
anything,
can try at this point.
anything, always, forever. No, I can retort, use my mouth hole back to conspiratorial accusations, and also conspiracy with adversarial forces outside of the country. Amazing.
It'll be great. Maybe he can call his boy John Davis.
Mm.
You know, maybe borrow one of his weapons or something, because that's probably the only way you're going to stop me, Chomez.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, it is what it is.
Oh,
Step
wow.
on my porch, just like one of my higher ups says. One of us is going to leave.
Okay. See, the thing is, I wouldn't want to go to this fucking weirdo's house. Why are all of these weirdos that say, if you come to my house and step on my porch, I haven't threatened to do that. I don't think anybody's threatened to go to the garbage woman's house. It would be to your courthouse. Actually, Rottenfoot, that they're also conspiring with, minor attracted person, has threatened to come to my house and off me, and then off himself. And, well, before, if the courts don't work, him lying to the courts don't work for him, amazingly enough, he's going to come to my house and off himself and then off me. Well, what's amazing is then I would respond, I would go, well, you need to check your Arizona stand your ground laws. You might want to check that, especially when y'all are represented by the organization Garbage Women Protecting Peds and LARP and Bot and LARP law firm. I mean, wow, right? Amazing how these state actors. I mean, it's a pretty big conspiracy because, I mean, there's a lot of people involved in this. I mean, 199 people have watched this video, and there had to have been at least 20 people in the chat. I mean, just going off about Mr. Cox with a lot of fantasy. I love it. But I mean, until that's constitutional, there's actual physical harm or property damage. That's when, well, threat of property damage too, and your stand your ground law in Arizona, so forth. I mean, you guys are kind of fucked. I think that's what I'm trying to tell you. You guys have so many charges racked up in this one recording. And we're going to get down to it more. I've got a whole presentation after this guy's done. Stick around. Going to be here for a while.
It ain't going to be you, but you can hold me to that one. But I'll give you my address. I would have, but yeah, Chomas, you got about 2 minutes. Vlad, thank you for showing up. Wow. Vlad is a really hard person to get on roll call. If you guys didn't know, Vladimir is a supermodel. He graced us with his presence in the war against Jeffa, and I had no idea. Like, they have some beautiful guys, from Constantine, who I think is beautiful, to Vlad, who I think is beautiful. Oh shit! I wish that with Ghosts, I wish I had a couple of more minutes so I could have played some of your music, because we're already at the end of this segment. But give me a second. When I say give me a second, I'll hang out if you guys don't mind, because I'm on the StreamYards now, so I can turn it to a better resolution, so I can see two statements at a time instead of just one.
Oh my god!
I was having issues when I saw one, because the bad people were sending like really bad spam links and things like that. But with this setting, I put it on landscape. I can really see it much better. A lot of what I do on these shows is just gathering information, give you guys a better show.
By the way, this is also a fair use presentation using this shitbag's content for commentary and comedy and educational purposes. Isn't that amazing how that works?
Now, to my recollection, with Ghosts band is something society. With Ghosts, I need you to tell me that so I can make everybody give you a view. We're gonna get those views where they are. Vlad, you know I'm good, man. I'm actually at 20 minutes, which really makes it great. So to everybody that's here, I'm not gonna end the show. We're gonna hang out for a few minutes. Give it 10 more minutes. I don't expect Chomez to show up, because Chomez, aka Aaron Cox, aka at Cannonball 2, as of 9:20, his case has been defaulted.
Oh, interesting. Did he just give us a time? At that time, 9:20. So at that time, it was 9:20. Amazingly enough, with timestamps, I just love this stuff. Timestamps. Did he just say at 9:20, giving the time,
to show up? Because Chomez, aka Aaron Cox, aka at Cannonball 2, as of 9:20, his case has been defaulted.
Wow. So does that mean he just gave the time? It's now 9:20 a.m. and his case is defaulted with the timestamp. Does that mean you started LARP court 5 minutes late? Because if you would have started on time, you would have said at 9:25, you're officially defaulted. But how can you default someone when you're late, actually 9 minutes late, because you come in with you get a blaster thinking you badass into LARP court, playing music for 4 minutes before you get started? Doesn't work like that. They're garbage woman. Just saying. Wow. So he's trying to tell me I've defaulted court and he was the one that was late for court. Interesting.
So is he a chomo? By default, yes.
Oh, wow.
He had 2 chances to de-chomify himself.
Wow.
Now, de-chomify is not a word.
Wow.
He sure didn't show up. And he never seems to show when people call him out. When Warbot called...
It's interesting that the garbage man says he's the one that takes out the garbage. But the interesting thing here is, most of the time, more times than not, when you have a plumber, okay, usually his toilets at home are the ones that don't work properly. More times than not, you got a car mechanic. Usually, he's the one that's driving the car that's not working very well. The garbage men, okay, taking out the garbage, but more than likely has the most garbage piled up in their truck, in their chick truck. They almost got in an accident in the other day trying to indict me or something, right? In traffic, he's got somebody honking at him. I bet you anything inside of his little veal cage, the garbage woman's veal cage, more than likely, guess what? Filled with garbage. I mean, wow. He's not taking out the garbage. He needs to take out his own garbage. Oh, man.
Called him out. He didn't show up. I guess because I'm a simple garbage man that takes out the trash.
Right. There you go.
He would engage me too.
That would be projection under, let's say, LARP court rule. Okay, 404. Let's go LARP room courtroom 404 LARP rule. If you project that you're a garbage man and you take out the garbage, more than likely you're the one that's got the most garbage in your chick truck and in your veal cage apartment. Just saying.
2 times, as if that was going to change the fate. The hand of fate doesn't stop for any man, I tell you. Ooh, Jilly says, Gilf, I'm going to mess around.
You know what? I really like that statement because usually, well, more times than not, and actually, let's say 99%, I've only had to do one report for my bank account being hacked. And, you know, a nefarious fire, you should do that when you suspect arson or something else in a fire. Should try to report something like that. But amazingly enough, that would be it. What's she actually going through? I had a
times, as if that was going to change the fate. The hand of fate doesn't stop for any man, I tell you.
That's right. So the thing is here, I really don't have to do anything besides raise awareness, maybe do some awareness videos, have some fun with it, so we can all learn some things that be interesting, learn some more things about life and how to protect yourself from rogue state actors conspiring with adversarial forces outside of the country. Again, we've got more of a presentation to go through that. Stick around.
Jilly says, Gilf, I'm going to mess around the house. Wait. Give me a second. I'm going to mess around the house and eat more of the, venison. I'm a big fan of venison. If I would have got that young lady's information, her name is Lady Ghost Hunter. I'm still looking for her because I would still love to do a walk in her honor. And the way I was going to do it is after the walk, I would go to that place, Kings of Kobe, and I would get that endless Wagyu. But that was going to be my unseen part of the plan because, you know, it might take me 4 hours to go over that entire Central Park Zoo for that young lady. And it's still going to happen. I can almost promise you guys that if I do get that information, her Cash App, because I don't want our organization taking money from someone who Nonia stole $7,000+ from.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now,
wasn't it $8,000 the day before? Just wondering. I thought it was $8,000 the day before. So, I mean, these numbers constantly change and agendas, and obviously the evidence thereof is always skewed.
Not a part of this court right now. She's naturally guilty. We've got all the paperwork. So there's no going back for pissy pig.
You've got a Satanist testimony, which I would throw out of court immediately.
Yeah, garbage men and blue collar workers are the only things keeping this turd functional. I hope that I'm not the only thing keeping Chomes functional. He does love talking about his colloidal silver that he puts in places that colloidal silver isn't supposed to go. And from the last time I checked about colloidal silver, it is not. And it's not an anal enhancer, but hey, you do what you do. Just stop messing with the kids.
Whoa, stop messing with the kids. No, that wouldn't be me. And also, advice, okay? Well, 2 things here with the colloidal silver, okay? Those colloidal silver videos, for you guys to even know about that, those were the videos back in the day that were getting 25,000 views, 17 to 25,000 views. Amazing, right? Amazing that Mr. Cox could accomplish something like that. But number 2, to the colloidal silver, actually, if a man were to have prostate cancer and use the colloidal silver in the it would help. More than likely. After listening to this yesterday, I thought about it, did a little bit of research, and the colloidal silver in the would actually help with prostate cancer and, bowel issues. It's being used, by the way, Garbage Woman, now, more recently, in dental for root canals. You might want to look that up. Get a colloidal silver root canal instead of a real root canal. But anyways, it's not even a root canal. I just inject the colloidal silver into the infected area. Amazing. And isn't that amazing how that would work instead of getting a root canal? I wonder how many root canals the garbage woman has had to get himself from eating garbage. Like literally garbage for lunch. Oh man, this LARP lawsuit, this LARP class action lawsuit from Gen A. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Against people, shizzle, plenty of people.
Bro, that's all we want you to do is just leave the kids alone.
Oh wow.
And I'm not a kid. You want to mess with me? We can ball.
Isn't your boy Warbot the one that likes to dox Nunya's kid? He don't give a shit. He's the one that likes to dox kids. I try to help single moms from their kids being either trafficked or doxed because they may have said too much on social media. Multiple single moms, women, men, you need to just figure it out for yourself, all right? But when it comes to women, single moms, kids, stuff like that being harassed or possibly their children trying to be trafficked, put into the system, right? Warbot doxing their name, right? I don't mind stepping in and giving my advice, making awareness about the situation. But yeah, this double reverse liar shit bag, man, I can't wait to get into more of our presentation here on the Third Amendment violation going on too. You're gonna love it.
Wow, but you're gonna have to reverse time now. Come back about there 20 minutes and then enter your roll call, Showmez. We're at 9:23. It's not again. I knew it was gonna show up.
9:23. Wow. Yeah. Again, you were late to LARP court. You were 5 minutes late, and then spent 4 minutes in the court playing music. You could have announced yourself right away and says, "I'm here. Let's get it going." Sorry, I'm late, Your Honor. Dr. Mengele, the Honorable Dr. Mengele. Sorry, Your Honor, for not being on time. But no, you actually the one that defaulted here. 9 minutes in, and then I'm the one that's supposed to be defaulted. Okay, all right.
Appear from wherever in the world he is. Showmez, why can't you? As I was destroying him yesterday, he says, "Oh, I've got a job. So you can't take a couple of minutes just to appear? You don't even need a fucking WebEx."
Wow. So when that was notified, I was actually not even really notified. I was working on top of a roof. Okay, I can't run the garbage truck and stream at the same time like OJM running the gravel dump truck and stream at the same time. Some things I just cannot stream at the same time and be there on the mic. I might have the streaming setup somewhere else remote and it's all on autopilot and I'm on top of a roof or doing something that cannot require my physical presence in front of a microphone. Wow, amazing how this physical presence is required through our digital communications. Oh, you're gonna love what I got for you guys coming.
Dude, if we were like really in Colorado, for example, because I'm a big fan of Colorado courts, you could show up via WebEx. You just got to get the permission. Right. But he doesn't want to get the permission. Big good morning to you, to Lynn.
A proper notification to LARP court and have it set up in an actual neutral location would be great.
I'm only going to be here for another 6 minutes. I don't want to give you guys too much because I might be on somebody else's show today. Whose show? I don't know.
Did he just say he's got to go in 6 minutes? He's got to go in 6 minutes, everyone. Really? And he kept streaming for another 20 minutes? Really? 21 minutes? Really? Another 20 minutes. But he's got to go in 6 minutes, everyone. All right, that's definitely a default. I mean, there's enough pattern here to establish this state actor shill, influencing liar, projectionist. Definitely projectionist. He ain't taking out the garbage, anyone. All right, not even from his own truck or his own little apartment there. Amazing, just amazing. This
and
is all
I don't
amazing.
Listen to myself. That's going to be the worst part about this. Is if I don't sound good, if I sound terrible, if I sound awful, The only people that are going to tell me how terrible I sound are going to be you guys. Telly, thank you for helping me out this morning. I spoke a lot of truths to you, but it being 9/24, Chomez.
Wow, Telly the red coat helping out the state actor, garbage woman protecting Pred's organization, like protecting Pred's, like Vic the Map, Predward, Warbot, you know, shilling it up for Warbot, and him, Warbot giving Predward. I don't believe he just gave him $100 in jail, right? Or that's all he gave him, but I mean, it's kind of like an arsonist showing up to the scene after lighting a fire, wanting to help in a sense. It's a little bit, let's say, a different type of psychology going on there. Anyway.
Is hereby defaulted. His case is now default.
I must say, criminal psychology.
So everyone who was prosecuting him, everyone that has argued with him, anyone that has had a conversation against him is justified. And his words are nullified via default.
Okay. So is there something illegal about any of that? I'm wondering. Civil discourse on the internet is they're trying to make it illegal by default, getting precedent about arguing?
That has argued with him, anyone that has had a conversation against him is justified. And his words are nullified via default. Kind of similar to what happened to him in the Ronald, not him, but what happened to his good friend Slami in the Ronald Jensen case. If you don't appear, if you don't show up.
Who is my good friend? I have no idea. I'd like to see some case numbers and a real name, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know who the Salami character is. I don't know. I mean, is that why you guys are chasing around cocks, dicks, and salamis? Because you guys are running a gay parade with Philemon. I mean, you admit it. You're working with Philemon. More conspiracy right there. He's actually crying that, oh my God, Cox is make hundreds of videos on me. Dude, I don't have a playlist with 120 videos on it where Spamjula G is peddling it around for you. I mean, come on, right?
It's got to go to default. Now, even though Slami was impeached, this is a different way.
Who's Slami?
I'm not impeaching the man. He didn't show up. And I can't issue a warrant for his arrest because I'm not a police officer, and none of us are. Technically, if you want to go to the terms of police, it says that the guy is retired. Interesting how you are supposed to be some variant of law enforcement, and you don't show up to a court appearance.
No. A PI for hire isn't law enforcement, but you would be acting on behalf of higher than law enforcement, trying to run court proceedings, civil court proceedings. Correct.
Really just shows the strength of whoever it is you work for. You suck. But I'm pretty sure he knows.
I've had to state many times on my videos, got no contracts, don't want to work for anybody, don't work for anybody, work alone. I'm not closed down to the exchange of information on, legalities on how to protect yourself from fake LARP courts, civil proceedings, right? Okay, here we go.
Bro, your pay grade is perfect. I wish I could pay you more, but right now my money is a little bit tied up. I don't want no parts of Jeff. The reason I don't want no parts of Jeff is because he's got this.
Wow, who's he trying to pay? Gosh dang, man, you've got a shit ton of violations going on here, dude. Oh, man.
Weird little Smeagol dude that's sitting next to him now. Just imagine if you're saying something, you're like, man, that shirt is nice, and some little weird guy with two teeth, that shirt is nice. Fucking weird shit, man. It's like he wants to be Lord of the Bling, but he's got no.
You talking about salamis, and I'm friends with this guy. I don't even know who Salami is. That's weird, dude.
Things. He talks about daughters, but he's got no things. Like, Jeff, you gotta chill with that shit. And the fact that KC Cox, right? That's his name, KC Cox. It's crazy how when you get.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's good cocks and there's bad cocks definitely out there. Just saying. All right, let's get into the crux of our argument here, because we are running out of time. Got a great presentation for you lined up. We were working with the AI this morning, trying to figure out our Third Amendment violation here, what's going on. And let's see here. Gotta go back. We're discussing with the AI this morning the difference between a state actor, private citizen, and an individual. Okay. Here, let's see if we can turn this on here. Camera. There we go. So, we're using in this scenario, there's a difference between private citizen, individual, state actor, government worker, okay? But also you can apply that to the private citizen state actor, okay? Use digital communications to appear in civil court proceedings. There's several legal and ethical issues at play here. Here's the breakdown. Impersonation and fraud. Unauthorized practice of law. Potential false imprisonment, even with digital communications, interestingly enough. Stalking, harassment, defamation, cyberbullying, lack of due process. Wow, amazing, right? Let's see here. There was a lot that we went through here. And let's see. We're going to let's say that a U.S. citizen, due to their lack of awareness of being used by a government subcontractor or a mole, helps facilitate the communications for an adversarial force. Oh, wait a minute here, right there. Situation, adversarial force through their home. Third Amendment violation, indirect. Third Amendment violation. Now, there was some other things in here, let's see, that were kind of important to what we were going through. The AI had a pretty good breakdown of whether or not a state actor was, had qualified immunity. Hires a law firm that violates civil rights of U.S. Okay. I think what we need to do is find where we need to be. It was a pretty good one. Here, we're going to pause for a second where I can find where I'm at so we don't waste tape. All right, I think I got where we need to be here. It's a lengthy conversation. Let's go through here. If the U.S. government compels a U.S. citizen to facilitate communication with an adversarial force, so let's say the garbage woman is just a compelled U.S. citizen, but the subcontractors are getting him to facilitate communication with an adversarial force using their digital communication systems within, he obviously stated he was in his home, or even your data, your mobile data is still your person, and you are considered your own dwelling or home, domicile. Anyways, it could potentially be seen as an indirect violation of the Third Amendment. The core principle of the Third Amendment is to protect the sanctity of the home from government intrusion. Forcing a citizen to use their home's resources like communications, or willingly going with it, communication systems to aid in adversarial forces like redcoats, could be viewed as an intrusion, especially if the government is actively involved, like there's a government mole. It's a nuanced interpretation, but the principle of protecting the home from government intrusion is central to the amendment. However, it's important to note that this is not a clear-cut violation, and the specifics of the situation would heavily influence a legal interpretation like a indirect raising here. Let's do the audio for this.
I believe that a U.S. state actor that's being subcontracted by the government to utilize their communications with adversarial forces from another country would be a Third Amendment violation.
You're raising a complex legal question. If a U.S. state actor subcontracted by the government is compelled to use their home's communication systems to interact with adversarial forces, it could be argued that this constitutes an indirect violation of the Third Amendment. The amendment protects the home from government's intrusion, forcing someone or going along with it by a mole or, like Sloooo-Vicks, right? The garbage woman. He's easily compelled to be a dumbass. Forcing someone to use their home's resources to aid an adversarial force could be viewed as an intrusion similar to quartering, especially if the government is actively involved and the state actor is being compelled to do so, like a subcontracting company, i.e., example, Shadowbox. This is a nuanced interpretation, and the specifics of the situation will heavily influence in legal interpretation. However, the core principle of protecting the home from government intrusion is central to the amendment. Yeah. Interesting. Well, that's our presentation for the day. Thanks for joining in. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, yes. Again, disclaimer. Mr. Cox is not a C word or a P word, what these guys want to chomo or ped or pred. When you're trying to control someone to show up to LARP court and you're even 9 minutes late for that, and there's an automatic default, that is some controlling predator behavior and could also lead to involuntary false imprisonment. Wow, amazing, right? Holy crap. So to add on to that, again, counterclaims on any LARP suits or real suits that anybody wants to bring is $1,000 an hour. And, well, we definitely hit that mark. Great. Super. All right, well, everybody have a good day. Thanks for checking this out. Peace out. And, yeah, we'll see you the next round of LARP Court. We're going to have a great time with it. Peace out.